When did you get your glasses?
Similar time. I got my glasses when I was in fourth standard.
Mm-hmm.
And that was also because I had headaches. I think
Yeah. It
somewhere around that time, the first Harry Potter released, the movie Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
was before, but you must
Before
have
that,
seen it around that time.
yeah. So it was released in India. Okay, this story gets wild actually. So my dad, mom, I went to watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, my dad was the only person in the family who could understand English.
Mm-hmm.
But again, when I say he could
But you
understand English,
actually went to watch it in English. That
yes,
tells that you are like from a big city. I have watched all Harry
right.
Potter movies in Hindi.
In Kolkata at that time, I think you would have to search for places if you have to watch Harry Potter movies which are not in English,
Mm-hmm.
from what I understand. Like at the time, there was these single screen theaters, and my dad used to be the only person in our family who could understand English. But when
Mm-hmm.
I say he understood English, I mean basic Indian English.
Yeah,
So, like the English accent, he wouldn't understand a single word in there.
yeah.
But we being dependents, my mom and me, we just went in the hall and we were just looking at his face all the time for
You're
him
just
to
believing
explain.
whatever he says. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if every time a dialogue would happen on the screen, we would just look at him and he would
He
turn
would
towards
say
us to
something.
explain what's happening. Right.
Mhm.
Now, things were going okay, okay, all right. And then the sorting hat scene happens. And the sorting hat says things like Gryffindor, Hufflepuff. My dad has no clue
Yeah.
what is happening.
Of course, I mean, nobody does, right? It was the first
Exactly,
movie. Yeah.
exactly. And we were pressing my dad, like, what's happening on the screen? And my dad is like, the sorting hat is saying that you would be a good wizard one day.
Oh my God, that is.
Now the fun thing is, all the kids are coming, and the sorting hat is saying something, and
Yeah.
every time my dad is
He's
like,
saying
yeah,
the same
it's
thing.
like you'll be a good wizard someday.
But that is a very interesting take on things. Like I'm
And
sure I mean this is going to be reading too much into it, but think about it. Like there is so much debate in the Harry Potter universe about how the author and the universe itself stereotyped Slytherins and like set them up to be villains, and then
Mhm.
later started yelling like, "Oh no, everyone's nice, everyone has redeeming qualities." It was like grandfathered into being inclusive, but it was not. It was setting people up into stereotypes.
Exactly.
So it's nice that your father saw everyone to be a potentially good wizard, I guess.
Then when Harry Potter's turn came,
Mm-hmm.
the sorting hat took a lot of time to understand,
Yeah.
is he gonna go to Slytherin or to Gryffindor?
Uh-huh.
And after the entire thing happened,
Mm-hmm.
and the sorting hat says Gryffindor, we turn to my dad and he says the same thing again.
It's the most dad thing to do, like forget the
and,
nuance.
and
Yeah.
I literally asked my dad, the hat spoke for a very long time.
Okay, so you were smart enough to at least ask that. So
Yeah.
I'm glad.
And my dad is like, but that's all he
Oh my God, that's very wholesome, but also funny at the
Yeah.
same time.
But like, I love that movie.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the store for glasses, my first glasses, my whole point was to search for Harry Potter glasses. Now we found one of, like, in the cheaper end of the glasses. We got a nice one. Like it was a nice looking glass, nice looking pair of glasses. And in my head, I thought it's the Harry Potter glasses, like the shape and everything is like Harry Potter's glasses. So I asked the shopkeeper, are these the Harry Potter glasses? Do I look like Harry Potter? The shopkeeper said yes. Asked my mom. My mom said yes. Only a year or two after that, I realized that those glasses were rectangular glasses.
Yeah, it took you until sixth grade to realize,
Mhm.
oh,
Because I have watched Harry Potter just that one time in theater.
I see. Yeah.
So I had no idea no way to know
Yeah,
what the glasses are supposed to be.
I guess you are right. I don't know if it has changed over time or we have just grown up, but when I was 9, it was very rare for a 9-year-old to have glasses.
Right.
So your only reference point would be Harry Potter, like a kid with glasses, like there were not a bunch of kids with glasses back then. I don't know if that's any different anymore with kids, but
But
yeah,
there were a weird stereotype back then that all studio students
have
will
glasses.
have glasses.
Yeah.
And when I came to South Point after that, it was a thing. People would always say like all South Point students have glasses, and I was not an
Mm,
exception.
I don't know though. I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. Like now that we are in grad school, I see people with glasses around all the time, and I don't know if it's because of this thing, like if there is any truth to this thing, or is it just that number of people with glasses increases because everyone gets glasses at some point in their life.
But later also, I used to hear from people like whoever, as a kid, I'm saying, of course, not in this age, like whoever would come to our house and um, get to know about the thing like my grades and stuff in school, especially in math. It would be like,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys eat so much fish. That's why he's so smart.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, this kind of stuff. I mean, we have already also offline talked about how many things about what people have said to me as a child have bothered me, but it's just like when adults say things to you that don't make sense, and even if you are a child you understand that, it's very
Mhm.
off-putting. I mean, I don't know what other words to use. It's just like, yeah, you watch TV, that is why you have glasses, or you read, that is why you have glasses.
Mm.
What do you expect me to do? Like, what do you want me to do? I
Mm.
already eat all the vegetables. What do you want me to do? क्या करूं मैं मर जाऊं? Yeah, so it's not just glasses, right? There's just so much abuse about a lot of things. People just won't let kids exist, and it really bothers me.